and
Recording is on.
it's my pleasure to be here this evening. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you very much again. Just like Mr. Solomon has said, my name is Uche Obunna, and I'm a data analyst, and I'll be your facilitator this evening. And with the little time that we have, we will try to um, uh, make do. We'll try to see how we would uh, give justice to the data sets that we have. All right. Having said that, I good evening once again, and thank you guys for having me. And I'm sure that the data set that we're going to be using today probably must have been shared, right?
Yes,
Okay. And because I know that a lot of us here might be newbies, and if I'm not mistaken, and we may not be familiar with the tools that we used for analysis. I've decided to use Excel. At least everybody that has a PC should have Excel in their system. I hope you guys came with your systems on.
a lot of them showed me
Guys,
the.
I need to get a response, not just from Mr. Solomon. Eroy's baby, your hand is up. Or okay. All right, just about two people here. Wait, the hand that you're raising, is it that you came with your system or you have something to say?
No, 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 it's a mistake. Sorry.
All right. Um, I want to believe that you guys came with your systems today. So without further ado, we'll go straight into what we have for today. I'll be sharing my screen very shortly. But before I carry on, I know that in your class yesterday you must have been taught. I trust Mr. Solomon. He must have done justice to the fact, or to trying to explain what analyzing data is all about. First of all, you collect your data. When you collect your data, then you understand the data depending on the problem that you need to solve. After that, you go into cleaning this data. There is quite a lot in cleaning data. It's been said that a data analyst spends almost more than half of his or her time here cleaning your data, because this is the heart, this is where things happen. All right. When you're done cleaning the data, then you start analyzing. Your analysis is based will always rest on the problem you're trying to solve. I'm sure Mr. Solomon must have told you guys that as a data analyst, whether you're predicting, whether you're describing, whether you're diagnosing, whatever it is that you're doing, you're a problem solver. And as such, you should have that, mentality when you're working, that you are a problem solver. So when you are analyzing your data, it has to be in tandem, it has to work in line with the problem that you're trying to solve. If you have a sales data and what you want to achieve at the end of the day is to know why sales are not, you know, uh, doing well in a particular area, and in analyzing the data you start talking about something else, maybe something that doesn't have to deal with sales, you're drifting away. As a data analyst, it's just like saying that the way we say that the lives of people are resting on the hands of the doctors. When businesses employ you, when organizations employ you, they are resting the growth of their organization on you, because you are either helping them to find what their problem is, or you're helping them to make better sales. It's people like risk analysts, right? And I'm sure Mr. Solomon must have said, or probably in the days to come, you would get to know different types of analysis that we have. When you're a risk analyst, you are you know, organizations call you to, help them take risk, know the kind of risk that they can take. There are quite a lot of things that you do. So what I'm saying is that in analyzing your data, you just have to be careful that you don't uh, give the wrong insights, because when you generate the wrong insights, at the end of the day, you are giving the wrong solution. It's just like when someone is having headache and you go to give the person medicine for diabetes or something like that. You're practically killing the person, right? So that is the life cycle, that is the chain, that is how it goes. So in the data that we have today, it is a staff data, it's not so small. It's a staff data. We have collected the data already. I'm sure yesterday you guys must have been told the various ways you can get data. Okay. Now we have collected the data already. The next thing for us to do is we understand our data, what the data is talking about, the information we have in this
I
data.
can't hear him, anyone again.
Who said so? Can you guys still hear me? Hello,
Yes,
can
we
you guys?
can hear you.
All right. All right. So for the person that is not hearing me, probably you just log out and come back in.
I can hear you too.
All right. So we'll look at the data, we'll understand what the data is talking about. We'll clean this data together, we'll analyze the data together with the little time that we have, and we would generate insights from this data together. Right. Having laid this foundation, let's go straight to it. I'll be sharing my screen right now. If you can see my screen, say something because I can't see you guys now.
I can see the screen.
All right. Thank you very much. This is my
I can
Excel
see it too.
environment. Thank you. You can clean data with Excel. You can clean data with Power BI. You can clean data with SQL. And in more advanced level, you can clean data with Python. All right. And today, because of the technicality of this data, we're going to be using Excel Power Query Editor. There is something we call Power Query Editor in Excel. It will help us clean this data appropriately. Okay. Now, before we get to that, let's look at what we have. It is a staff data. First of all, understanding this is a staff data. What we have their staff ID, have the names, the dates they were employed, their salary, their date of birth, and their department's location and the rating. It's just a very straightforward data. There is no so much complication here. Now we understand that we have just probably just this data is just probably talking about one or two things, their names, and then the demographics, the location, their personal details, and probably the location where it is located, where these employees are in. All right. So we have seen our data. And the next thing for us to do is to swing into action. And let's believe that the people that own this data, that they are in the urban region, because that is another thing that you have to put into consideration when you're working. The end product, the insights, the actionable insight actually that you will get at the end of the day. Who are your target audience? If they are people in the rural area, you have to make it your insights and in such a manner that the people that you're sending it to, your insights, your solution, let me use the word now, solution, the solution you would bring up from the data that you have worked on would be such that your audience would understand what it is that you have done. So let's say that the people that owns this data, that they are people in the urban region. So we don't have so much stress here. Okay, we have this data looking at us, we can see some empty spaces that should not be. We would see other things that is here that should not be. All right. Now in cleaning the data, I would go to the data tab. I'll click on from table to take me to the Power Query editor. This is Excel Power Query editor. The reason I'm using Excel Power Query editor is because there are certain things that we need to do that this would help us to. Okay, now in cleaning your data, first of all, you check for the right data types. If your data is in the right data type, there is what we call data types in data analysis or in computing, right? We have string, which in layman's terms we call it text. We have date and time. We have numbers. We have decimals. We have um, like Boolean, and the rest of that. So here, our staff ID is a combination of alphabets and numbers. That means that most times in the school, all right, your ID number is not just whole numbers. It is a combination of alphabets and numbers. As such, we call it a text. As such, we call it strings. All right. So this is in the right data type. Name is in the right data type. Date employed is in the right data type. As you can see, this date and time. So we see something behind us, date, and then something like time in front of it. So it's okay. Salary, they are whole numbers. So we have this here. Date of birth, it's in the right data type. Gender is in the right data type. Department, location, and let's go on to rating. So we see that all those things are in their right data types. If they are not in the right data type, what will I do? I'll just click on, for instance, assuming this should be a text or a string, and it is represented as whole numbers. I'll just click on this box here and to bring out the different data types that we have, and I'll choose the accurate or the proper one, and I click on it to reverse. Do we understand?
Sorry, ma'am, your screen is not visible.
How clear, how
Yeah,
visible is my screen?
Don't miss from
Is it
it's reduced, like it's zoomed in.
hello,
you. I
hello?
can't see.
Are you using a phone?
Yes, I'm using a phone and I'm also using a laptop.
Is it the same for
When you
everybody?
started, it was visible, but now it's not.
Is it still the same person complaining?
I think it's very
Guys, I
visible.
need to
For
hear.
me, yeah, it's visible, but
Maybe it's your network.
it's not
Very visible.
that's it.
It's very visible.
Okay, please, since it's visible to others, probably it's your network. Please, do well to go switch log off and log back in.
It's
The
not
first
that
process we have checked, they are in order. The next is for us to take out any duplicates. Now, when you're taking out duplicates, be careful. Be careful because there are some duplicates that are necessary. There are some duplicates that are not necessary. In this case, looking at this column, staff ID, your staff ID is a column that should not have a duplicate. In the school, no two persons has the same ID. All right. So it should be unique to you. Your ID should be unique to you. So in this, if there is anybody here with the same ID, that means one should go. So you right click on this tab and say remove duplicate. That's one step. We're taking out duplicates here, and name name we could have duplicates on the name column because two people or the same person can buy can come to the store at different days or on different intervals. Do you understand? And two people can answer the same name. Okay, since most of our or something doesn't take in middle names and the rest of that. So in this case, in this particular data, we can leave the duplicate names that we have on this on this name column. Date employed, two people can be employed the same day, two people can receive the same salary, two people can be given birth to the same time, and every other column here, I think the duplicates are allowed. You only take away duplicates when you are working on a column that should have every information that it needs should be unique to the person that owns that information. Right. That is for the first step. The next one is taking away blank spaces. When you allow blank spaces in your report, it would affect your end result. It's either you take it out or you replace them. It's either you take it out or you replace them. And that is why you need to work very closely with whoever it is that has given you the job, your client. Because when you come across a blank space or some a place that is written like you have null in it, if you come across something like that, and that column is important for the analysis that you are running.
Wait, I don't have
Please, if you don't have a question, can you mute? Please, thank you very much. Now, you relate back to your client and collect the right value from your client, especially when that column is very important for the work that you are doing. So we want to take out blank spaces. Click on this arrow and check if there is any blank. We really actually don't have any blank space here, and that's okay. To this one, there's no blank space. It's okay. We get to the next one. We don't have any blank space. Salary column, we have nulls. What does null mean? Null is more like an empty space, but we're not going to take it out because we are going to use the salary column in the work that we have to do. But we'll get to that. We have a null, so we'll leave it. When we get to it, we'll work on it. Now, date of birth. Let's see. There is no empty space. We have gender. We have empty spaces in our agenda. All right. So we can choose to just take them out, those empty spaces. Good. Uh Engineering department. Uh we have null. We can choose, we replace it with something else. All right. So I've shown you how to remove empty spaces here. Uncheck this and it's out. And rating. We are cleaning the data already. This is the data cleaning we're talking about, right? In a case where your data is so big, you go through it one by one, like making sure that you remove the empty spaces where necessary. You
I have
can
a
see that
question.
it's not in all the columns that I removed the empty spaces. Uh, oh, okay,
When
let's
you
go, but make it snappy because I want to finish within the time that I have.
okay, the null in the gender column,
Mm.
can't we replace it with do not don't want to disclose?
You can, you can. I chose to remove it.
Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
I chose to remove it. Right? If you're working, you can choose to replace it with do not, don't, or not giving, or whatever it is. But if if it is only male and female that they accept as gender in their organization, right?
True.
You have every right to remove every empty space because you know that it is only a male and a female, or you can just replace it with not given. So probably those ones didn't write there or didn't fill up the form completely. Do you understand?
Okay, thank you.
Right. So especially when that column is important for the work that you're doing, if it is not so important, because it is not every column on your data that you may need. Remember, there is always a question that you are answering. There is always a solution that you are providing. And the solution that you're providing will be based on the question, on what your client, on what it is that you want to achieve. All right. Today on this data, will be our center focus will be on the department. All the insights that we will generate will surround the department. Unless in a situation you are asked to generate insights as that relates to two things or three things from your data, you are only permitted to generate insights based on, again, based on the question that you are answering, based on what the organization wants you to do. And in a situation where you're generating two or three different insights, the first one has to relate with the second one, has to relate with the third one. All right. It is a story that you're telling. It's like a life cycle, right? One should connect with the other should connect with the other. You don't just start telling stories of two different, totally different things. It doesn't work. It does not make sense. Your insight should tell a story that your audience can easily understand. Do we copy that?
Yeah.
This class is too quiet. This is just one person that is in this class. Do we understand?
Please.
We have
Yes.
taken out our, all right, we have taken out, remember the steps that we have taken now? We checked for the right data type, we removed the duplicates, we removed the empty spaces where necessary. Three steps now. The next thing that we have to do is to check for misspellings, like things that were not spelled right or errors that we may have in this data. It's not a little job that you do as a data analyst, because if you spell someone's name or a location, if you give the wrong spelling for a location, all right, it would say something totally different from what you have. For instance, if you have a data where, say, Abuja wasn't spelled right, or Lagos wasn't spelled right. Lagos we know is Lagos, but if you have a place, if you have a location, it was supposed to be Lagos, but you wrote it as Lagoon, or you wrote it as something else. I don't know. Maybe we have a place in Lagos that is known as Lagoon. The people that will receive this data will be seeing Lagoon, just that location, instead of the entirety of Lagos. That is why you pay attention to details. You check for the right spelling, unless you are told that it's Lagoon, then you know that it is Lagoon. If there's no place, you confirm that there is no place like this, or that what they intended to write is Lagos or Abuja, or whatever the case may be. You, as the data analyst, it's your job to write it, to put the right spellings. All right. So that's the next step we're going to take. Here, we don't know these names. Let's assume that it is correct. We don't have anything to check for in time. Salary, we don't have anything to check for. Date and time. Then let's get to gender. Let's see what is here. Let's see if everything is spelled as it should. Female, you see this male, you see this male, Let's see. Oh wow. See this bill, this, and maybe the data entry officer was discussing when he or she was entering this data. So they are busy typing whatever they want to type. Their is to just enter the data. So we see different types of mail here. And for every of these things, we are going to replace it with the right spelling. So you click OK. Right click on this and go to replace values. What value am I looking for? This particular mail. I'll replace it with the right spelling and click OK. You can check it again and see if it's still there. That type of mail has left. So let's take this one. This one has triple A, and yeah. So let's see. Um, MLE. That's the one we want to replace with MALE. Okay. The next step is okay. Let's see the next one. Next one is uh, small letter, triple A, and double E. Okay, replace values, small letter, triple A, and double E. Please replace it with the right one, male. It's a lot of work, you know. That is how you keep going through it till you write correct every one of them one by one. Then this is double L. Okay, let's see. Replace values, MALLE. That's what I'm looking for. E. Okay. And let's see if everything is in order right now. So we are certain that we have just male and female in this organization. All right. We have departments. Let's see. If there is a department that wasn't spelled right, all of them were spelled well. Okay. Let's see. Load all of them complete. All of them were spelled well, but we have null. So we're going to replace our null now with, let's say, not given. Anywhere you see null, just write not available, any, something like this, and it can work. It's official. It can work. So let's see. You see, we don't have any empty space. Again, anywhere that we had an empty space before, it has been filled up with NA. It's time for the location. Oh wow, we have a lot of bad spellings here. AB, A. Oh gosh. So we'll take it one after the other, just like for gender. AB space A. I hope you guys can hear me. Hello.
Yes, I can.
All right. Abuja. The second one, AWBUJA, and you replace it. Let's say AWBUJA. Place it with Abuja. If you have the strength, if you can just carefully go down and be looking for those wrong spellings, But in a case where you have up to 10,000 or more, or hundreds of thousands, it will be very tedious for you to just keep scrolling quite slowly to see those ones that were not spelled right. The best option for you is just to maintain this process that we are in here. It might be tedious, but then that's the job, and that's why you're paid the much you are being paid. So triple A, okay. triple A. The next one, uh, W. A. A. WJA. The next one, let's see what we have. We have Lagos with zero, not O. This is not O, this is zero. So let's replace it. The right spelling, Lagos. Okay. Then we have, what else do we have here? Abuja, Kaduna, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo. Okay, we have an Ogun that is not spelled well. So OGU space N. Let's replace it. OGU space N. OGUN. I think that is okay. I think everything is in order right now. Good. We have everything spelled well now, and it's okay. And then our rating. Let's see what we have here. Average, good, not rated, poor, very good, very poor, and okay. As a critical thinker, you are a data analyst or any kind of analyst, you are equally a critical thinker. Part of the soft skills that you would develop the job. You can look at this. We have average, we have good, we have not rated, we have poor, we have very good, we have very poor. So you could, think, what is it, this not rated? Is it that they didn't do the job? Or probably there's another remark that was not brought into this space, and that could be excellent, because if we have very good, there should be excellent before very good, and good, and the rest of that is it's a two-way thing. So depending on your consultation with the people that you're working with, it could either be excellent, or it could either be that people did not do the job. So let's just say that this not rated is excellent. So I can come back here. This is what you will notice on your own, and ask relevant questions, because, like I said earlier, the life of these people are in your hands. All right. So not rated, every not rated, please replace it with excellent. All right. Let's check it. All right. Everywhere good. We have excellent now. We have very good. We have good. We have average. We have poor. We have very poor. Yeah, we have everything is accommodated right now. Now, our data is looking good. It's coming up. The only place that is giving us issues here now is our salary. We have a lot of empty spaces in our salary. Wow. And it's not possible, because if these ones, their names are here, and they are the day they were employed, and every information about them, we have it here. Their salary cannot be empty. So if you're able to reach out to those ones, the company, you tell them, please give me these people's info. But in the case where you learn on your own, it is advisable. We call it missing values. How That's the next step, replacing missing values. How do I do that? How do I do that? The other one we did was correcting the errors, spellings and mislabels. This one is replacing missing values. In Excel, in Power BI, you use where you don't have the accurate information. It is an error for you to use zero, because if you use zero, zero is it's empty. Let me put it like that. Zero is empty. Somebody's salary cannot be zero. And if that column is very important to the analysis that you're running, I bet you the insights that you would generate will be so far from the truth, that you'll be sacked from your job. Don't let anyone tell you that you can use zero to replace missing values. It doesn't work anywhere. What you use is either your mean or your average. In this case, we use our average to replace the mean. They are all the same thing. When you're working with the tools like Python, you can use your you can get median, your own, and mean. But mean, to be on the safe side, you should always use your mean, because at the end of the day, the mean would give you a value that's not too far. The value of your mean is not too far from the truth. It's not going to be too okay, how do I say, it's not going to be so above the real value. It will not be so beneath the real value. Okay, so on the salary column, we would use the mean to replace this nulls. And how do we do that? We go to our transform, go to statistics, go to average. Our calculated average is 506, whatever, 660. Okay, I think we can round it up. Let me round it up. Let me round it up. So it is 50661. I'll copy this, go back to my third row. So for this, anywhere I see null, I'll replace it with that average. So we will come to this replace value. Let me see again. Right click on this, replace values. Are you sure? Yes. Anywhere you see null, place it with this. Okay. All right. So our data is looking good. Our data is looking all good and beautiful. All right. At the end of the day, let's get back to here. When you are done, you do what? You close and apply. Here is what? Close and load. Excel calls it close and load. You close and load it. We are finished cleaning this data, and our data is looking all nice and beautiful. Do we understand? So, hello guys, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
All
Yeah.
right. Our data is all clean and nice. For this column, right, coming, we have this date and time. You can separate it if you wish to. You can click on this, click on text to column. Yes, I want to separate the date and the time. Date space. So it's a space. Okay. Let's see. Um, I want to separate the date and the time so that the date will be on a different column and the time will be on a different column. Yeah. So it's separated space. So I click on next. It's a preview. I click on finish. Okay. So we have our date here. and it swallowed our time. Let's do that again. Go to text column, date and time. Next. Is it just the tab? No. I want to see the right separation technique here. Next. Right. Space. Next. It keeps swallowing one of our information. Employed. This should go. It keeps swallowing our salary, which should not. So let me just take it out. Since it's taking away our salary, we need our salary for the job. Okay, our work is clean now. The next thing for us to do is to generate our insights. All right, the insights that we need to generate. Okay, we would use our pivot table. This is Excel. We'll use our pivot tables to generate our insights. So we go back to home, go to insert, go to pivot, and we click on a new worksheet. Right. So the first thing that we'll need to do here is we want to uh, remember we said that we are going to be our focus is going to be on the department. So we want to know from number one, the highest department with the highest number, the department with the highest salary. When I mean number, I mean the staff members, the department with the highest salary, the department with the highest male and female gender ratio, all right, and every other thing that we'll find from this data. So we get to our pivot here, trying to rush this, bring our staff ID, which is unique to our staff members, and then the department. All right. So we from here we can see that business no, the legal departments, they have the highest uh salary. Sorry, highest staff members. That is that. The second one, instead of creating a new pivot, I'll copy this and then I'll paste here. I want to know the department with the highest salary. So I'll just remove this and put in my salary. The departments with the highest salary. Uh, from here, we can see probably is still legal, right? Can you guys see it? Hello.
Yes, we can say.
All right. Now, the gender ratio in these departments, the count of gender, we are going to do the count of gender. That is the gender ratio. These things count. Sorry. I should have removed this. Let me go back. That's not what I should do. Remove this. This is for our salary. Copy this again. Copy this again. Copy. Come over here and paste it. Escape. I want to know our gender ratio. I would this I want to know. It is distance count that I want to know. Distance count. That is how many genders. Oh wow, they just gave us two. Okay, this should be count. Obviously, we have male and female, so this should be count rather. Sorry, the count of gender in each department. We have the ratio of 7 to 1 for accounting. Legal is still topping the show. Legal is still topping the show. All right. Now, and we finally will want to know the ratio of male to female in this whole organization. Yeah. So would again, let's copy this. Let's again remove this field. We want to remember what we want to know is how the distribution of male to female in the entire organization. We only have male and female. How are they distributed in the entire organization? So we have about female 488 and male 690. Okay, so this there is quite a lot of things that we can generate from this data. Okay, but for sakes of time, this is the much that we can. Now, from this data, we see that our legal department, number first and foremost, they have the highest number. Secondly, the legal department takes the highest salary. It is understandable because probably because they have the highest number and they are doing more. All right. Now we want to know how many, like the number of people, both male and female. There's like how many of them are in this department. Legal department is still topping with 145 people, both male and female. Their staff strength is more than the other. So it just boils down to one fact, that the legal department, they are really pushing it in this organization. They are making like this is a general analysis of the staff of this particular organization, and the legal department, they are really doing what they have needed to do. They are really pushing it. They are really bringing in the income that they should bring in. So whatever energy the legal department is putting or pushing to make them produce this much, have this amount of people, right? We don't know if it is a legal institution or whatever, a sales institution, or whatever it is, but we know that they have a legal department, and the legal department, it has the highest salary, it has the highest staff strength, it has the highest what else, people. So the other organizations, the other departments that are not doing so well, something like uh, which department now is very small, their staff strength is small, say accounting, because any wasn't given to us. Let's see, or marketing. Marketing should come to legal department to learn their strategies so that they can push, so that they can get more from this organization, so that probably their salary will be increased, probably they would have more staff strength. They should just come to the legal department to learn their strategies or how they work, so that they'll bring more to this organization. When you're done, the next thing for you to do is to represent this with your pivot chart. You go to your insert, go to your pivot chart. All right. For this one, we can go to this chart, use this to represent. Sorry, here. This is where I am. Okay, good. Now you can start designing this as much as you want. You There is something we call dashboarding in Excel. Our time is fast spent. Let's see if we can. So if you want to create your dashboard in Excel, you highlight your space, the area you want to use for your dashboard or your dashboarding. You match the cells, right? And then your dashboard should have a title. Uh, okay, a text box here. This is core ventures, right? This is core ventures free webinar. Let's say this data belongs to core ventures. Do you guys follow? Hello, guys.
I believe we are all following.
I need to feel the response of the students in this class. All right. Now, this is the name of the organization that called me to do this job, called Ventures Free Webinar. And you are done. This is the title. Your dashboard should have a title and probably a logo to represent the organization. So if there's a logo to represent the organization, you can go to wherever their logo is probably stored in your system already. In this case, we might just use something like any symbol that we find here, and then we'll represent this. Let's say this is the symbol of the organization. Be wary of the color that you're using. Make sure that your colors are in line with what the organization represents and in line with what the data that you're working on represents. If you're working on a drug data or a danger or a crime data, you know that it's always red or black. You cannot be mixing rainbow colors when you're working on data that has to deal with crime and the rest of that. And what makes a beautiful dashboard, what makes a wonderful dashboard is not the mixture of your colors. It's not how much you painted it. It's not how much design you put in it. What makes your dashboard very wonderful is the insights that is actionable. Very important. Insights that is actionable that you have represented on your dashboard, and that those insights can tell a story that the target audience can easily understand. That is what makes your dashboard very wonderful. It's not like if you are a good designer and you design it so well that yeah, they will appreciate it. But when you finish designing and it does not represent anything, it does not tell any particular story, it does not show, it does not promote growth, it does not bring any value, it does not point anything, there's no key performance indicators there, it's not pointing to anything. It's just another regular, maybe, design on the internet. So don't be carried away by just trying to make it look so fine. Make sure that the information that you're presenting on it has value. Do you understand me, guys? Are we here? Oh, Lord. Hello. Am I talking to myself? Somebody should please respond. I can't see you guys. All right. So, for this, I would let's edit this. Thank you. Uh, our chat should have axis. No, no, this title. On this place, I can remove the. I like to remove the vertical axis. I remove the grid line. I remove the legends. Just this is me trying to design my chart. Uh-huh. And then the title of this chart is what? Showing what is this chart? The staff, the departments with the highest staff of the staff strength. Let's say the staff strength or departments with the highest staff members. Departments with the highest staff members. All right. So make it bold. Can give it a color, some good colors. Right. This one too. Can make this bold. Yeah. And then give it a thick black color. Good. So we are good. You can work on these ones as well if you have the time. All right. But and then you can choose to remove this as well. I'd feel or feel better. Yeah. Okay. I'll cut this. I'll cut my dashboard here and I'll paste it. This is the first one. You can give this a color if you so wish. When you work on your own, you take your time to do what you want to do on it. Now, the second one we want to represent is their salary. We go to insert again. Insert. Yeah, we use this again. Anyone that you want to use, actually. Showing us the department with the highest salary. Again, you can come here, remove the axis, vertical axis, remove the grid lines. This is just my type. I don't like to put all these things. Department with the department with the highest salary. Highest. Good. Again, give it a color, make it bold. It does not be different from the other ones. Yeah. Here too. Make this bold and make it black. It shouldn't be different from the other ones. Height field better than those charts. Okay. Cut this again. Come to here and I'll paste it. See, I'm making sure that everything is on the same line. Right. And should be within the space of our dashboard. Okay, the third one is words. The count of people in each of these departments. If you notice, I've been using just bar charts, column charts, and you can use bar charts to represent them as well. Okay, we have different charts for different. We have different charts for different information. If I have anything that has to do with date and time on this chart, I would have used a line chart. Industry practice line charts are used to represent time series, but when you're trying to show what is happening, how it is happening, you can use your column chart or bar chart. There, all the other ones are probably in the later part of the program. You guys might be told spoken to about them. The same thing I did earlier. I removed the grid lines, and here I'll remove the axis. Sorry, not this, the horizontal axis in this case. And I'll take out the legend. Now, the total number of, this is total number of persons per department. Per department. You see, everything I'm doing is around the department. I've not left the department. Nothing. The story I'm telling, trying to give a good view of what the department uh, is looking like. All right. I've not left the department in all of these. That is what I mean when I say your insights should tell a story. Okay. Those few. Right. Pick this. Okay. Let's make some space. Let's make some space here. Let's see where it is. Hello, guys. Anybody here? The classroom is too quiet.
We are following. We are with you.
All right. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you. We'll soon be done with this. Now, just for want of space, but in the real sense, this should be very clear. All right. And again, I can put the data values. That's another thing, something that represents what is happening there. Good. Okay. The user, because it's not looking nice here. This is not looking nice here, so I'm just not remove the data values here. All right. But it is interactive. If I click on it, it will tell me what this bar represents. Your visuals just has to be interactive. It should be interactive, that when your mouse is hovered around it, what is happening in it should be seen. Now, the last insight we have here is the ratio of male to female in this organization. All right. When you have something that has to do with ratio or comparison, it's best that you use a pie chart, a donut chart, or whatever other kind of chart that you have. So let's just take this donut chart, and then we can put our data labels here. Chart title here should be ratio ratio of male to female. Sorry, male to female. All right. Make this bold. Let it be like the other ones. Okay. Now you can work on this if you have the time. You can change the color for this if you have the time, and the field color you can. Females are some. Wait, the males are okay. The males are blue. The females are pink. Right? Most times it represents women with pink. So let's just see. Let's just use that narrative. This should be pink or something. If it is not, whatever it is. Okay, it's bold. Make this bold. Make this black. And then bring this close. Then this and that. Okay, our chat is looking all nice, prime, Abi, prime and proper. And that's how it is said, Abi. Very clear. The insights that we have, very beautiful, clearly um, written out, clearly seen with the title. There are quite a lot of other things that can come in here, like our KPI, that like the maximum, you know, salary minimum count of a lot of other things that can come in here. All right. But the time that we have wouldn't permit us. So with this, we've come to the end of this session. We've been able to achieve something here. We have cleaned the data. We have taken us through the process of cleaning data, the different steps that we take in cleaning our data. And then when you're done cleaning the data, generating your insights based on what it is that you need to find. In this case, we are not predicting anything. We just did what we did here is just diagnosis. We call it diagnostic analysis. We did some diagnosis here because we wanted to know what is happening in the different departments. Yeah. So we did some diagnosis with the data that we have to know what is happening in the department. And we came up with this insight that is actionable, telling us that the legal department, they have been at the top of their game. They have been bringing in their A game into the whole process, making us to equally see the people that have not been putting in so much work. And then if there is a query, if there is anything that we want to do to these people, we can, do to them. Or if there is anything at all that we want to do to this other department that hasn't been working so well, we can do it to them. And our dashboard representing this information very clearly. All right. Now, the reason I didn't put data labels in all these other ones is because I did not make enough space for my dashboard. But they are all interactive. If I click on training now, I can see the total amount of salary that the people in the training department collect. If I click on services and on and on and on and on, it shows me what is happening there. Right. So I should stop sharing my screen now. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Any question?
So, guys, this is time to ask questions. You can just unmute yourself and ask all your questions. She's ready to attend to them now. Hello, Francis. Who is asking question? Becky. Please, if you have any questions, this is your time to ask your questions, please. I understand this is your first time in data analysis, and I know most of you do not really understand what is going on, but you can easily ask your questions, all right? From you asking questions, you get directions and all that. So, who is asking questions? Should I call names? AB fans, are you still with us? Do you have any question? Everybody is quiet. We've seen data analysis today and we are all quiet. Please, we need one or two persons to ask questions so that we'll go forward. All right. Okay. If there is no question, I understand the confusion is always like that for just day one. All right. I'm assuming this is your first time in seeing data sets this big. All right, this is your first time and it's overwhelming. There's a whole lot of things to look at, a whole lot of places to click, and it's just confusing. But one thing I can assure you is once you keep doing this thing on daily basis, once it becomes part of you, once it becomes part of what you are looking at on every day, you are always going to your Excel, doing one or two things, one or two calculations. You will find it very easy to get tax done. Very, very easy to get tax done. All right. Now, because of time, we'll be ending now, and let's just use this opportunity to say thank you to Ogbonna Uche for the wonderful time she has spent with us explaining data. She went as far as using Power Query to explain. That's the best way to learn it. All right. In fact, with that Power Query, you can automate your tasks. And one thing you've done there, you don't need to do it again. You don't need to do it again. You just put a data set, refresh, and everything, your analysis and everything is already there. But we understand it better as times goes on. So tomorrow we will be looking at practical applications and what is next step for you. All right. There are roadmaps, excuse me, there are roadmaps to follow in order to actualize this aim of becoming a data analyst. All right. So tomorrow we'll be sharing those tips to you. And as you are growing, you are not just going to hide yourself and be like, I'm just learning and I am hiding myself. There are places you need to showcase yourself. There are platforms you need to join, and on daily basis, even as you are learning in webinars like this, you can just go out there and publish it out there. I am learning this. This is what I learned today. This is what I'm going to learn tomorrow. Okay, for this month, this is my goals that I've set of the things that I want to learn. So it's very important that you appear in all these social media platforms, especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform that is very, very professional. Anybody that is looking for a job, any company that wants to or employ you for anything, they must go to LinkedIn and verify your details over there, because you cannot just put up a wrong information there. Any information you put out there will be verified. And that's where you need to go and show the things you can do. In fact, social media is the CV and the resume that people look at today. All right. We are going to be showing you the practical step, the roadmaps to follow to actualize all that. Make sure you are here tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. down to 8:30. We will not exceed the time. We'll make it so interactive, and we believe that you will all be blessed when you join. All right. Please make sure you invite your loved ones, your friends, anybody you know, even though they've not filled the form, make sure you invite them, let them join this class and benefit in this good news that we are sharing. Thank you everyone for joining, and do have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.
I have a question. Oh, sorry, it's coming late.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Okay, please. I just noticed that in my Excel, although I didn't start up, um, I didn't join immediately we started. Sorry, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Miss Uche, thank you so much for the wonderful class. I was going through my Excel just now. I noticed that the the power something that she used is not on my Excel. So I wanted to know if it is something we need to download, or there is a special kind of Excel that comes with it.
Okay. I don't know if okay, Uche is still on. Uche, you can take the floor and answer the question.
Sorry, what's the question again?
She said that her own Excel.
Okay, I said the question is, I noticed that in my own Excel here, there
Yeah.
is a tool that you used, something power something. It's not in my own. So I'm asking, do I need to download it? And
What version of Excel are you using?
um, I don't really know. I
Okay.
don't. I'm not sure I know the version.
You check out the version of Excel that you're using. Um, more the more updated versions of Excel.
you can do it, you can run your Power Query in all of them. But if you're still using maybe 2010 or 2007 or all those 2000 and maybe 13, all those things, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you would find them there. You can use them to do Power Query editor, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Does it mean I will see it there as I
Once
will
if
see it
check
at
First
the
of all, check.
toolbars?
Yeah, once of if you're using an updated or yeah version of Excel,
Okay.
if you're using an updated version of Excel, you
Okay.
just go to your data tab. Mm? If you go to
All
your
right.
data tab, you go to from table.
Okay.
Yeah, when you click from table, it will take you straight to your to the Power Editor environment.
Okay. That means it will be when I have already opened this database
Yeah,
that we worked with, right?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is Solomon. Is this your screen?
Yes, that's my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
From your data tab, you go
Okay. Where do I
to
see
on your menu bar.
menu data? Okay.
That place you have home, insert, draw,
Okay.
page.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. From that place.
Mr. Solomon, please can you go to the home? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I think let me not delay us. I think I will have to go over it by myself, and if I have confusions, I will ask questions. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
The group will always be open for questions like that. We'll always be there to attend to you.
All right.
Any other question before we round up? Thank you everyone for joining. We are going to make the video available now. Do well to rewatch, get clarity wherever you are confused, and you can easily share the video to anyone that you want, anybody you like, anybody you love, and the Lord bless you. Thank you all for joining today's class. Do have a lovely night rest.